What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be reviewing the movie It Chapter 2. This movie was directed by Andy Muschietti, stars Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader, and James McAvoy. This film takes place 27 years after the events of It Chapter 1, where the Losers Club have grown up and moved from Derry, but are brought back by a devastating phone call. Bill Hader was awesome as Richie. He gives a comedic light to a rather dark movie, and gives an impressive dramatic performance to boot. Teach Grant as Henry Bowers gives an impressively dangerous performance, and gives a real threat intertwined with Pennywise, although I felt they didn't use him as much as they should. Bill Skarsgård returns as Pennywise the dancing clown. He's got a lot of good scenes, but I felt he was more heavy on the exposition, and I felt he wasn't the Pennywise from Chapter 1. I'll get more onto that later. Isaiah Mustafa, who plays Mike Hanlon, had a strong performance, but has that stereotypical crazy black guy, which I really didn't like, and it didn't make much sense. The visuals in this movie are excellent, a lot of the scenes don't disappoint, and the scene transactions through most of these are spot on. Those were awesome. The cast as a whole was exceptional, and they worked really well together. The sound design and the music was really good. I liked it. They do have an IMAX viewing for this, but it's really not the be-all end-all. And like with most movies, I said the good, now I gotta get to the bad. This movie is long, clocking in at about 2 hours and 50 minutes, and it feels like a damn near 3-hour movie. You'll want to stock up on the snacks and hit the bathrooms before the movie starts, because you don't want to really miss anything. The flashbacks fell a bit short and left a few holes in between Chapter 1 and 2. I wish they really didn't de-age some of the characters, because it kind of looked off, and I think they could have axed most of the flashbacks and fleshed out the characters a little more. Getting back to Pennywise, I really didn't like the lack of Pennywise through most of the movie. I think some of the flashbacks ate into the time that could have been used for Pennywise and the aforementioned character development. There were some scenes in the trailer that were cut and were not in the movie, which I absolutely hate. Also, the relationship between Bill and Bev felt a little dead in relation to Chapter 1. The story felt a little disjointed and bounced around way too much for my taste. The scares weren't my cup of tea and were kind of a little off-putting. They worked in some scenes, but not all of them. Although this is a good film, I personally didn't like it, and I feel it didn't really live up to Chapter 1. But that'll do it for this episode of Roadie Reviews. Leave a comment down below if you saw this movie, what you thought about it, or what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.